This is a part two of roles and responsibilities of a software architect, where we will focus on soft skills of an architect. In the part one, we have seen the technical skills. In part two, we will focus on the soft skills that an architect should have. When an architecture is built and implemented, is job of architect completed? No, there is more to it. So the architect should be able to continuously analyze the architecture, right? Analyze the architecture. So what it means is, when we build the architecture, we should always keep in mind that how it looks or operates after 3 to 5 years from now, or is there any need to adapt to the change, right? We should have those blank spaces left. What will work after 3 to 5 years, right? So when we continuously analyze the software architecture, there is a room for improvement. Right? If there are any new technologies that are there in the market, we should adopt and improve the architecture. Once built is not the end of the story. It should continuously evolve because it is obvious that a system that is built today will serve the consumer for the next 10 years. The architecture should also move in the same direction, right? What if the number of users drastically increased, right? The architect should be able to accommodate that without affecting the existing functionality of the system. So it is a continuous approach to evolve the architecture as and when required, to adapt the new functionalities, to adopt the new technologies. The overall intention is the architect should be able to adopt the changes. The architecture should be robust. So, in order to achieve that, it is very important to continuously analyze the architecture and find the gaps. For an architect, it is not only to understand the requirement, technologies, and build the architecture uh, or analyze the architecture. It is even most important that to ensure the compliance with the decisions, to make sure the architectural decisions are implemented in the way it is to be implemented, right? So that leads to the next point, that is ensure compliance with decision. Um, that is, it is architect's responsibility to make sure that the development team is implementing all the decisions in the right way. Right? Example, imagine that you as an architect make a decision to restrict the access to database in a layered architecture. Okay? So that only the business and service layers have access to the database, right? So this is a decision made in the architectural phase. However, a user interface developer disagrees with this and give direct access to database from the presentation layer. So this is a straight violation of the security concerns, right? It is violation of the architecture. So these are the things the architect should be present in every decision and the development and make sure the things are not violated. So just see what happens if you give the a presentation layer a database access. It is definitely the violation of the security concern, right? There is a valuable user information available in the database, and you are giving access to the presentation layer. So that is not what is agreed upon in the architecture, right? So it is architect responsibility to be able to make sure that the decisions are implemented correctly and to make the developers understand why it is important and why it should be built the way it is, right? Yeah. Um, in connection with this, the next important thing that architect should have is interpersonal skills. See, in this topic we have seen, right? So you should be able to communicate effectively to make others understand why this decision is taken and why it is important. So in this case, the architect should have a good interpersonal skills, right? An architect is expected to possess exceptional interpersonal skills, including teamwork, facilitation, and leadership. You should make sure that the things are going in the right direction. The guidance that architects provide is not only technical, it includes leading the development teams through the implementing the architecture. Leadership skills are at least half of what he takes to become an effective software architecture, regardless of the role or title, right? Yeah. So with that, the next skill is interpersonal skills of leadership. So these are all the soft skills of a architects. Okay. The next skill that architect should possess is it may sound little weird that the architect should have these kind of skills, but it is very important to be a successful architect. That is understanding and navigating the politics. Okay. Understanding the organizational politics. Because see, architecture is all about trade-off, right? For any given business requirement, um, what is expected out of a software application, right? What is our main concern? So based on that, you are making the trade-offs. So if scalability is my number one goal, then I'll be choosing this architecture. Example A architectural style or example this pattern, right? If security is my concern, I'll give access to, we have just seen this example, right? I'll give access to only business layer, access to the database. So these are all the decisions that has been taken based on the current requirement. There is always a debate about this, right? Anybody can like come and defend that, oh, okay, this is better than this. This has better performance. So in that case, the architect should be able to defend his architectural decisions with the proper reasons. For this particular requirement, for this particular architectural style, this is what we need to do. You should have the thorough knowledge and able to defend why this is the best. If you are not able to defend or make people understand that this is the right thing, then the architecture will get diluted, right? Now, maybe your peers have a different opinion, right? They have different inputs. So what happens when you are not confident that this is what is right and this is what fits into this requirement, then you will not be able to um, get hold on to whatever you have built. It's get diluted. So it is again very important to have the political skills to navigate and make people understand why it is right. Okay. Yeah. So these are all the most important skills that as an architect should have. There is if you see, there is 50% is technical skills and other 50% is soft skills. So it is a balance of both. Only having technical skills and not having interpersonal skills will, you are a technically good architect, but it will affect the implementation of that architecture. You have a very beautiful architecture, but you are not able to defend or convince people that this is right, then it is of no use, right? And when you don't have the technical skills and only have the interpersonal skills, and again, you will fail because you can convince people that maybe this is right, but when the system itself is not right, then even if you have very good skills, then it won't work, right? So it is balance of both. This session is part of software architecture series. There are more sessions available on different topics of software architecture. Please take a look, and we will come up with more such content. Thank you for your valuable time.